Hello everybody, welcome to the second episode of Car Talk. I know it's been a very long time since I made a video, but that's just because school and everything. I'm gonna start making more videos more frequently. And before we start, everybody please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Please and thank you. So today we're gonna be talking about the 2017 Camaro Zl1. And Camaro is my favorite car, so I'm just gonna give a little background about the Camaro Zl1 first before I start talking about it. So the first Camaro Zl1 that was made was in 1967, and it had a 427 cubic inch engine in it, which had 435 horsepower, but that was just from like what it was rated as. But in reality, people came to find out it had around lower 500s in horsepower range. It was intended to become a street legal production car, but it became more like a racing car. But it was still, anybody could buy it if you could afford one. And it only made a certain amount as well. It was only believed to be only 52 made. But I don't know if that's a rumor or that's the exact number, but from what I've found out, it was believed to be 52 original Camaro Zl1s that was made. And it died down in 1967 as well. And the Camaro Zl1 was not reintroduced until 2012 after the regular Camaro, like the V6 and V8, or LT, LS, and SS, was reintroduced in 2010, but like I said, the Camaro Zl1 was reintroduced in 2012. It started at $55,505, and it had a supercharged 6.2 liter LSA engine, and it had a 1.9 liter Eaton I hate saying that, and 1.9 liter Eaton supercharger on it. And this car was believed to weigh between 4,120 pounds and 4,374 pounds. I'm not really sure where the weight difference come in. Maybe between the option between automatic and manual transmission, and maybe adding stuff like sunroof, but that's the weights of the 2012 Camaro Zl1. This car, in my perspective, it was perfect. Not perfect, I ain't gonna say perfect, but greatly built. And why? Because this car was really had a big engine, had a lot of horsepower, but it had a lot of aspects that improved aerodynamics. It had a very large hood extractor, air extractor on the hood, had air ducts, front splitter, a big grill, had dual front grill as well, had ducts for brake cooling, had a spoiler on the back, had a lot of things to help aerodynamics and airflow and cooling, all that. This car actually also has the option, like I said before, between a 6-speed manual transmission or a 6-speed automatic transmission. And like most performance Chevrolet vehicles and GM vehicles in general, had magnetic ride control. And I believe it had normal, sport, track, and I believe it had a wet mode as well. It had 6 piston Brembo brakes in the front and 4 piston Brembo brakes in the rear. And it has Goodyear Eagle F1 supercar tires. And in the front, it had 285 35 20s and 305 35 20s in the rear. And that's the 2012, and that lasted until 2014, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then the new Camaro was reintroduced, and now there is the The last generation Camaro Zl1 ended in 2015 until they changed the body style in 2016. But one more thing I forgot to mention about the Camaro Zl1 is that it had 580 horsepower and 556 pound-foot of torque. So with that being said, that's a lot for Chevrolet and GM to keep up with, and a lot of things they could do, but a lot also at the same time, the car that's engineered, the 2012 through 15 Zl1, is greatly engineered and created. So this is what they have now. And another thing is, do not hold me to any specifics of the new 2017 Zl1. Why? Because this car, as of October 31st, 2016, is not an official production car. You can't go buy one today. You may be able to pre-order one, but this car is not completely made yet. It will be, but it's not. So don't hold me to any exact specifics. Anything could change because it's not being mass produced yet. But as for the 2017, well, of course they changed the body style of the Camaro in 2016, and now for 2017 they're adding the Zl1. And this car has a supercharged LT4 engine with the 1.7 liter supercharged Eaton supercharger on it. And this is the same exact engine as the new Corvette Z06 and the new Cadillac CTS V, which those two cars are being produced now. It's just the Camaro is not being produced yet. And this engine has each one is tuned different for each car, but this Camaro Zl1 will have 650 horsepower and 650 torque. And this is also the most powerful GM engine ever produced, like ever. And this car is believed to weigh, it's going to be around 3,850 pounds. And it's also believed that this car will be priced at $61,140, which that may vary because, like I said, this car is not being produced yet, and I did not find that from the Chevy website because this car is not being produced yet. Things that this car has quite similar to the last gen Zl1, but it looks different a little bit from the last model. It has a hood air extractor, front fascia for airflow, cooling ducts, a large open grille with the Chevy bow tie cut out like they did on the last gen Z28. And it also has a larger and stiffer frame. This car, like the last gen, has magnetic ride control, and it also has limited slip differential. On this vehicle, it's the same. It's a little bit, it's not the same, I'm sorry. It's very close in tire size. It has 285 30/20s in the front and 305 30/20s in the rear. And it also has six in the front and 4 piston in the back Brembo brakes. Now, this is the most, to me, besides the engine and having like almost 100 horsepower more than the last one, but the main difference to me is that this car has two, like the last one but different, has two transmission options. The first one is a 6-speed manual transmission, but this also has a new design GM 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, when I first heard about this, I wasn't too fond of it until I saw a video, and it was going through the gears fast. I believe in, if you got a car that powerful, shift it. But this transmission, from what I've seen, seems to work good, high RPMs, and it shifts so fast. It was just mind-blowing. Chevy says that this transmission is optimized for high RPM and better responsiveness, and it has dual clutch and has wider gear ratios, and is a first production hydromatic vehicle offered in a 10-speed transmission, and it's supposed to have lightning fast shifts. That's what Chevy's calling this transmission to have. They claim it has lightning fast shifts, and from the video, I'm not gonna lie, those fast shifts, those were fast. And it's claimed that this transmission is going to be better, not necessarily better, but more responsive and have faster shifts than the Porsche PDK transmissions. Now let's talk about this car. Well, first off, like I said, I was kind of hesitant to make this video because I don't like researching cars that have not been produced yet. So, because it's not going to be as much information, but this car is going to be produced very, very soon. So, I just went ahead and made it. And compared to the last gen Z01, is going to be much faster and I believe it's going to be a faster track car, because like I said, these LT4 engines that they've been producing fast, you can see that from the CTSV and the Z06, that they're fast already, supercharged, they're ready to go. And all the aerodynamics they have improved since the last one. Like I said, it looks different. The main difference is the air extractor on the hood. The last Z01, it had like on the hood, it's like the hood, and it has the air extractor like in the center of it. This one has more of a, you can't see like obviously where the air will flow out from the engine, but Chevy claims, and I saw a video, and the air actually comes from like, it goes through the grill and like up in front of the air extractor instead of going like more over top of the engine and out like more towards the rear of the air extractor. But I think so far, I mean, this is the highest horsepower Camaro that's been produced, and like I said, it's has the most powerful GM engine in it. So it's not like there's nothing to hold back against this one. I mean, if they make the Z28 again, they don't have to. I don't think Chevy would be bumping heads with itself, because from my perspective, like they did with the new 7th generation Corvette, when they made the regular base Corvette, then they make the Z06. Then to me, they went backwards and made the Grand Sport. When to me, they should have went from regular, Grand Sport, and then the Z06, performance wise, because you got the base and you got the Grand Sport with a couple more looks and things, and then they could have introduced the whole LT4 inside of the Z06 and gave customers something to hope for. But in this case, I don't know. I guess they could have did the same thing, made the Camaro SS, which they have now, and then the Z28, and then Z01. But I just believe with the Camaro, they're not really going to bump heads with each other performance-wise, because it's just, I just think they're not going to bump heads. So I think they played it smart with making the ZL1 and putting the LT4 in it. So, and I just think that for the most part, it'll just be a great performance car, great track car. Probably become a lot of mods to put on it, make it even faster and louder. But as a base production car, $61,000 is a little steep, and it is more, about $5,000-$6,000 more than the last gen. But look what you're getting. You're getting a whole new engine. You're getting 100 more horsepower. You're getting the new transmission if you get the 10-speed. If you get the 10-speed automatic, you're getting new aerodynamics. You getting the new design. It's a whole different generation vehicle. So when you look at it, it's $5,000-$6,000 for a whole new package, a whole new deal, a whole new set of engineering. That's pretty good. So, like I said, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Any suggestion for more videos, just comment it. And thanks for watching.